My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat your children.
I'm supposed to be a franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello?
The Off the Strip Sports Podcast. Uh-oh, here we go. Yo, I'm back on my shit yet again. My guy.
Oh,
What's up?
okay. Look. I text you on the jump.
Oh, you text me. Okay. That's why. That's the love.
Oh!
That's the love. I love. Yeah, that's exactly what that was, B. That is exactly what that was.
You about
B.
to get us in trouble.
It was the one after a left jab, a
uppercut,
left jab and an uppercut, maybe a trip in the kitchen or some shit.
Man, we good. We good, though.
Man.
We good.
Yeah, we back in the game, man. Jeez, yo.
Woo, hey, how the fuck was your week? How was your week, bro?
Hey, first and foremost, yo, what's good, my guy? Welcome to the Off the Strip Sports Podcast.
OTS.
We gotta get in the habit of introducing ourselves, man, because as we continue to grow, people gotta know who they talking to. I feel like the first 7 episodes we ain't say nothing. Like we just got straight to the shits, but that's cool too, though.
They gonna learn today. I'm
Futch. They
Futch.
gonna learn today.
Futch be wildin'.
Futch be wildin'. I'm Cal. You call me Podcast Poppy. You can call me Mr. 3.5. You can call me, it is what it is. But yo, welcome to the Off the Strip.
Mr. 47 points. Come on.
Mr. 40. Yeah, all of that, man. Yo, appreciate everybody being here. But man, yeah, let's get straight into it, man. We got a nice little EP lined up for today. So I'm super excited to get into it, man. It's been a wild week. I actually literally just sat down, got back in town from Philadelphia. I went up to Philly for the weekend to do
the bike jump.
I had a bike ride. So yeah, last week we had my man Q up here. Shout out to Q from Streets Calling. This is not Is Calling. Streets Calling. Shout out to my man Q. He was up here last week and they had shout out to Allison. Hey G. Homie been waiting for this all day. We live.
Hey, G, we got some heat for you. I got some stuff to talk about. Hey, Allison, hold on. You know your man be losing money every Sunday in the group chat? that ain't even here no day. Go ahead, Cal.
Yeah, we ain't go ahead. Jamal! What? Where the money going? But nah, yeah, I just got back in town. We had a bike ride up in Philly this weekend. We did 20 miles through the streets of Philly. That shit was amazing. Shout out to the Streets Calling Philly group. Yeah, man, I got up there actually Saturday. We were supposed to do a ride Friday, but it got canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. So it is what it was. So we vibed Friday. Saturday, I got up. I couldn't drop them kids off quicker at their auntie house, yo. Like I got up like, yo, we out, packed the bag. I had the bags packed the night before, but got up out of there, shot to Philly, hit the 20-piece. And then we was just cruising around. My man Corey me and Corey rode up there. So, he from Philly. So he kind of gave me the firsthand tour of Philly. Like I got the residence experience of Philly.
You got the Meek Mills.
I got the Meek Mill treatment, bro.
Meek Mill perspective.
Yeah, I feel like I was definitely in there. And fam, you want to hear something crazy?
Talk to me.
Ain't no such thing. So you got North Philly, which I believe is where Meek and North Philly, Meek is from there and a couple other heads from there. You got South Philly, where the Eagles play. You got South Philly. You got West Philly, where born and raised, where my man Will Smith is from. But you know what they don't have is an East Philly. Ain't no such thing as East Philly. There's no East Philly in Philadelphia.
So you got a North, and we got a South, and we got a West.
You got West Philly.
Ain't no East.
Ain't no East. My man was like, yo, anybody that say they from East Philly, either snuff them or get ready to snuff them because they're about to snuff you.
Where you from? East Philly.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up, cuz?
I thought it was
Philly shaped like this.
Yo, you know what? No, so it's weird because even if you look at Philly like on a map, like Philly could be like this on the map, but when it goes north, south, and west Philly, you gotta turn that joint this way.
You got
so North Philly low key to the west, in my opinion. But you know, if we got any Philly residents or anybody that know Philly more than me, by all means, let me know. But yeah, like you look at Philly on the map, but you gotta hit this joint right here
in order to look at it on the map.
Yeah, now we in North Philly, west. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got to do this.
Yeah.
If you don't look at Philly like this, snuff them.
Yeah. Anybody from East Philly is hands, yo. But fam, also the lingo, the Philly lingo, I think that shit is unmatched, yo. Somebody from Philly. I'm trying to decide who got the best lingo: Philly, B-more, or DC. Like all.
Baltimore different, bro. Baltimore different, bro. Baltimore be hurting my head. I don't talk proper. I don't talk proper for it. But Baltimore hurt my head a lot.
No, Baltimore, you can't. It's a different language in Baltimore, man. But in Philly, I ain't know so many young bulls live in Philly, man. There's so many bulls.
Oh, all the young bulls out there.
So many bulls and Jones and old heads in Philly, yo. I was like, yo, he's like, fuck out of here, old head. What up, old head? Or what up, young bull?
Hey, you ever had to look at yourself like, am I now the old head? Am I now the old head? Are we now the old head, bro? No, for real.
Old head, bro. If you ain't the old head, I'm definitely the old head. I done caught myself a few times like, damn, Cal, you the old head. Damn.
And it hurt. It hurt when the young dudes be like, all right, go ahead, old school. Whoa.
Right.
Whoa. Look, that's snuffle.
Cool, playboy. Yeah, you from East Philly, huh? Anybody say old school, I'm like, oh, you from East Philly. All right, I'm gonna holler at you.
Yes. Well, I am still young. Don't do that to me. Don't put the hands on me.
Anybody hit me with the old head, yeah, it's problems, bro. Like,
I don't care how young you are. You hit me with the old head. You 12. You catching all this. You catching this love.
It's like my man Bernie Mac said, you old enough to talk back, you old enough to get snuffed. You old enough to get bad. But yeah, man, that was my week. That was my weekend. My week last week has been hectic. I'm still moving. The good news is though, I got good news and I got bad news. Well, really still good news. This is my last week doing a podcast with this yellow wall behind me.
It kind of go with the jersey on that computer chair.
Yeah, the Bishop Lachlan joint. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it real small. Well, there's some stuff over there because we're in the process of moving. But this is my last week in this joint. Next week we out. We lining up. We finally gonna be moved into the new spot, so I'll be ready to get into it, man. But yeah, man, it's been a crazy week just moving and shit. So I'm ready for that to be over, man. But yo, how was your week, man? How was your situation? What was going on?
Hey, my week was smooth. I'm out here low, you know what I mean? We understand I gotta move a little different, but I got a lot on my plate, focused up, like we said a couple episodes ago. Got school going on. I'm halfway through my first class. I said if I could do class for 4.5 years,
you could do this.
I could do this. I could do this.
That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem.
I could do this. So I'm in that. After the podcast, actually got to do some homework. Got to knock it out. But
okay,
I mean, when you get to a certain point when you like intrigued with learning, like when you're in college, you're not really intrigued. You there just to do it.
You're telling me to do this. My mom said, yeah.
When mama said I can't change my major, all that. I'm here. While I'm here, I'm gonna have fun. But this is actually very interesting. But my weekend was great.
So what you learned? What exactly are you learning about?
Autism. In a nutshell, autism. How like the autism mind function and how
okay.
How I was shaped and formed and kind of better or prepare an autistic child to be socially prepared for the world. Because the thing is, when these kids get into the world, the world treating them regular. They not, oh, you autistic, I'm gonna treat you differently. So we gotta make them socially prepared for the world in a nutshell.
Yeah, they can't really. When you out in the world, that's gem pop in a sense. So you
gem pop, yeah.
You kind of got to be able to.
When you in solitaire, you can do what you want, but when you in gem pop, You got to maneuver how you supposed to maneuver. Or it's gonna be bad. That's literally what it is. You got to know how to maneuver in gym pop. Because if you don't know how to maneuver in gym pop, it's bad. So I'm learning how to, functionally tap into each different kid, because everybody, like every individual, got different things going on. You feel what I'm talking about? So like,
for sure.
Your treatment ain't the same as somebody else's treatment. But the thing is, learning about it, like hitting the books, reading about it, doing some studies, hitting up some notes and all that. It's dope. But I said all that to say, my week was great, moving a little different. I'm happy to be here. I had cut a little surprise baby shower. Look, a lot of people around me.
Babies popping up right now. Corona baby
reproducing. I don't like it.
A lot of people doing what?
A lot of people around me reproducing.
Oh, reproducing. You don't like that. You up next?
Oh. I almost hung up this pot.
This is the Off the Strip podcast. We going offline.
Off the strip.
Cal from East Philly. He wildin'. Yo, anytime you wildin', you from East Philly, yo.
You from East Philly, facts. That's a new trend.
Anytime
you from East Philly today, huh?
Yeah, you on your East Philly vibes right now, B. You in nowhere, man. But that's love though, man. We gonna get into the as far as children and taking care of them a little bit later when we get into this visual learning situation. Shout out to my man Leo, yo. This ain't what you want to see.
Leo.
Leo, this ain't what my man needs to see, man. Nah, Leo got a small army, man. You gotta watch out for my cousin. Yo.
Leo.
He got a young platoon. Yeah, he got a whole platoon over there. Shout out
platoon. When you got a platoon, you was supposed to be raised in East Philly.
Facts, yo. But yeah, man.
First, Cal. Talk to.
Yeah, we gonna get into it, man. We got a lot of things that we need to make sense of, yo. It's been a few things that transpired this week that we definitely just need to make sense of. So we're gonna get right into our Make It Make Sense segment. Let me get my effects though, because I still ain't fixed it yet, but I'm trash. Oh wait, that ain't it. I was waiting for the sound.
Oh hell no! All right, boom.
Who's on deck?
I got Young Bronny, bro.
You got Bronny in the mix?
Young Bronny, make it make sense.
You know what? I got all my private shit on. Go ahead, keep talking, man. I'm gonna switch this up.
Young Bronny hitting the blizzy. Okay, I've heard about it. It's been going on. People been tweeting about it, social media, all this, etc. A statement that I did hear was a lot of younger kids are doing a whole lot worse, right? But that's we're not going to omit what Bronny's doing. You have to understand that you are the son of the best, arguably the best basketball player to ever play the game, right? Like when you step outside, you got a different light that shine on you than shine on us. For example, I'm sure when he go places, he get a certain level of love from people that actually know who he is. Like, oh, you LeBron James, son. We gonna give you the next level experience. When you get that next level experience, when you go out and just be yourself and do whatever, you have to understand at the same time, you can't be it. You can do whatever you want to, but it's not wise for you to be posting these things about yourself on a social media platform, right? So from where I'm coming from, make it make sense. You can do whatever you want to, Bronny. You could have did that in the car, the back of your crib. You could do that at your homie house, but putting it on social media, I feel like at that part, I need you to make it make sense.
Yeah, Bronny, talk to us, man. Talk to us, bro. I got a couple questions. First and foremost, was it a Swisher Sweet or was it
backwood? I don't know what I'm talking about.
I want to know if he's taking care of business. Futch don't know, but my listeners know. That my man, what do y'all think? I'm thinking my man had a Dutch because it just looks mid-grade quality, but I'm sure. I also want to know what was inside. Like, I feel like he had some quality sativa type situation. Sativa. So I'm gonna break it down for you real quick, Futch. So you got when it comes to the blizzy, you got sativas and you got indicas. So a sativa is more like it'll keep you in the it keeps you up. It's more of an uplifting type of
Okay.
high. So
Okay.
if you get some quality stuff, you can hit that and like literally just continue to function throughout your day. Then you got indica, which is nicknamed in the couch. So when you hear the word indica, clear your schedule.
Oh, it's a wrap.
It's one of them situations. You ain't nothing else for the rest of the day. You might as well just, call it a night, turn the game on, and let that be that. So
let the game watch you.
Let the game, yeah.
Okay.
While you in the couch. So judging by my man's, let me pull the photo back up, because judging by my man's pinky situation, I feel like he's thoroughly enjoying this, and I'm almost positive. I'm gonna say that's a sativa, and it's of solid quality. I'm gonna hear stuttering and whatnot.
Some solid quality. We can go with solidity. Did I do that right?
I don't know if that's the right word, my guy.
But it sounds. We could do what we want to do in this podcast.
We can do whatever we want.
Hey, that's some solidity.
Solidity. But yeah, man, my man Bronny. I think so. What I gotta say about it is, like, you're right. Kids are doing a lot worse, and doing it at a much more rapid pace. It's unfortunate, but it happened. I'm sure it happened during like when we was growing up, like in the high school ages. But I can honestly say I wasn't surrounded by a lot of weed and alcohol, during my high school. It wasn't till like post high school. But nowadays, fam, it's like
Everywhere.
It's early, so I can go grab a drink, and I'm like, fam, you ain't even graduate high school yet. Like, it's definitely a different time. But I will say, like, when it comes to the weed situation, though, like, I think it's a lot more relaxed, and it's legal in certain states. So it ain't like he's doing something to put him under the jail. The stigma around it is still, like, we ain't rocking with that. So I completely get that part. But my man is in the birthplace of the tree. So, what more to it? Truthfully, I want to know what Savannah on. I want to know what Mrs. James is on. Like, real talk. I know Bron chilling. I want to know what Mrs. James is doing to get by. But
so it's you say that it's funny. Like, back when we was growing up, I wasn't exposed to alcohol until I went to college. I've never to this day ever hit a blizzy, smoke any type of marijuana, mid-loud. I don't know.
Mid-loud. Yo,
I don't know.
Language for Futch.
But to this day, I've never was. But I can understand, like, now that our younger generation, they're getting exposed to all these things, and I blame, and I continue to blame, and I always talk about social media. How I don't like it. I blame social media. It's the access to so many avenues, the access of being in so many different places at one time, the access of getting mid, loud, whatever, etc. through a DM, and regardless of how old you are,
literally a text away, bro. Yeah.
In Cali, it's legal, so it's not even that somebody doing something illegal. It's just our generation now. They couldn't grow up when we grew up. Our generation now,
it'd be different.
They got it easy, but also our generation now, because they got it the way they got it, they not understanding, like, what's the privacy. They're not understanding of, like, a whole bunch of. I'm not going to get into that because that's not a conversation I want to have. But, like, just being everything you do, you ain't got to post it. It's just that's the problem with it. So, Bronny, make it make sense why you post that. We ain't even mad you hit it.
Right, I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
That ain't even the issue. Make it make sense why you post it, and
man.
And you know who your father is.
You know who you
so
are.
many memes about LeBron pulling up on Cuz. So many power memes.
Wait till I get out this bubble. You seen the joint? You seen the joint when Ghost had put the gun to Tariq?
Put the gun on Tariq? Yeah, come on.
It was on that type of time.
Suspended for leaving the bubble, for whooping on Bronny. Like, come on.
For getting the belt.
We got so much else to focus on Bronny, and that's not it. Like, I mean, like, his history need to be made, his games need to be won. And honestly, we don't want to see the Lakers play, and who they playing? We don't want to see Denver beat the Lakers and LeBron not there because you wilding out. Like, let Denver beat the Lakers with LeBron there. You feel me?
Gonna hit us with it, like, because if LeBron ain't there, then it's gonna be like, oh, nah, they ain't really beat the Lakers, blah blah blah.
Like,
LeBron ain't going nowhere.
When you got that type of spotlight on you, it ain't about you no more. Sorry, kid.
I know you. And that's the gift and the curse of social media and just being like famous for being a celebrity. Whatchamacallit was talking about it. Gilbert Arenas, like, because with Lori, the chick that got Lori Lawson, who's going to jail, she's able to pick her own prison for going to jail for paying for her. So the mother from, I want to say Full House, you know what I'm talking about? So she got sentenced to 2 months in jail.
For the college scandal, Jones.
The college thing, yeah. But she got to pick her own prison. And Gilbert was speaking on it, saying like that this is just, celebrity privilege. Like you get afforded certain things. At the same time, being a celebrity, like you exposed to that light 24/7. So at any given moment, TMZ is ready to make you look like you from East Philly. So you gotta be cautious. You gotta be cautious. I wish it wasn't like that for kids, and I mean especially Braun, because like Allison just said, my man is only 14. Like let him, like let the kid. And I don't even want. I mean, mistake, good time. It depends on what it depends on your mood and how you want to. How you want to spend your Friday night.
Let's identify that a mistake or a good time. Like if his parents allow it and it's illegal, I don't know the legal age for being able to smoke or whatever, but like he didn't do nothing wrong
because he's underage. Yeah.
And if it's a mistake, I done made many and I learned from him many times. Like I'm not making the same mistake twice. Like Allison said, let the kid make a mistake.
But she meant, as far as being filmed, she meant the film part. Okay, I got you. I'm tracking.
Oh, so he made a mistake by filming it.
Yeah, that's a mistake. Bonehead.
Okay.
Yeah,
let me think of my childhood. Like it was like some mistakes you can't make. Like it's like some mistakes you can. I don't think filming it is a mistake that you can make.
What would you? I mean, it's just a matter of like filming it. Obviously, creates a paper trail, and I mean, I don't think he's sending it to anybody for him to like kind of be exposed or like, yo, pay me or else I'm releasing this video. But at the end of the day, you kind of like avoiding the avoidable. So I think that's the mistake right there. Like if there's no evidence, like there's no photos of me like doing anything, although like it's legal. My mom said I can do it. And I'm, whatever.
I'm 14. I'm grown.
I was about to say I'm grown, but I was like 14 grown. I don't know. But
let me argue with you. So, if this was the first time we've ever seen him on social media, I would say okay. I've seen this kid on social media playing basketball, with his father, doing all types of etc.
Right.
You know the clout of social media. You know where it can take you or where it can lead you.
Right.
I think at this point, I feel like the mistake of putting that on social media is no longer a mistake. You did it, don't do it again. You know better though. Like some people don't know better.
Right.
You know better because I've seen him ball people up on social media.
Yeah.
Get with him, drop buckets on social media. So this is not new to him. This spotlight, this specific spotlight on social media, this specific one. No, sir, Bronny, this is not new to you. Of course, we're gonna give you a pass because you're 14, you're still growing, you're still a young adult, you're still a black man in America, and we need to support you as much as we can because we know how hard it is out here in this world. However, we need to do better,
again, bro. Yeah.
Bro,
you're gonna go to East Philly, you end up doing that again, bro. We're gonna have to send you packing, fam. For right now, though, you gonna get on this line and run these suicides, though. Like
you definitely you get some type of punishment.
You gonna run to the cows. You gonna run. Coaches love saying you gonna run to the cows come home. Coaches used to love that was their line. Like, yeah, run. You gonna run. So, So here's a comment. So the image is never going away. For those who want to make a big deal out of this. They will not forget it, and they will bring it back up. Allison also brought up a valid point that schools are looking at it as well. But I get that, Allison. Same time, though, this is Bronny James. Like, his name is going to write his ticket. I mean, he's also talented. Don't get me wrong. He's also talented. But I see that is also a valid point. Let me pull up the comment. Colleges looking at it as well. So I understand that point of view as well. But if a team is trying to get a W, then that wasn't Allison, that was my cousin. I'm tripping.
That was Leah. I'm gonna agree to disagree. Yes, colleges are looking at it, but also
Allison got you together, bro.
Hold on, whoa, I see it, but I'm not gonna read it because I can't tap into it yet. I can't tap into it yet. But colleges, sad to say, they going after the dollar too. If I can get Bronny on my team, My ticket sales going up, my jersey sales going up,
everything
my
going up,
fitness going up, etc., etc. Yeah, he made a mistake at 14 years old. I'm not harping on the kid. I'm not harping on him. He made a mistake. You know how many high school kids done did so much worse and got a punishment so much worse and still made it to the league? To the league. I accidentally said that. Not college, made it to the league. Like, yeah, we understand it, but like, his name is going to write his ticket. But all I'm saying is that I just want to be more mindful of what we're doing. That's it. I'm not on his head at all. Now pull Allison Jones up so I can read it because I ain't read it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let her get you together because I'm sitting there. I'm going back to West Philly on this one. He's a child. But all first verse.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done. You know why I call them young adults? It's because when he step out of his house in the morning, he is looked at as such.
Fact.
I support all my African American men, my people of color, all of us, the women and all that. But understand, when he leave the house in the morning, that police officer don't look at him as a child. And that's a lot of the conversation we talked about over the weeks. But you're right. And in this instance, let's refer to him as a child and correct his mistakes. But when he walk out that door and me and Calvin and Allison, Giselle is not there to greet him when he walk out that door, he is considered a young adult.
Yeah. That's one way to look at it. I mean, yeah. Still first verse. Still first verse. So at the end of the day, the sense we making of it was, fam, do what you do, Bronny. Just stay off the rover, stay off the waves, man.
That's it. Stay off the rover.
Take care of your chicken and just do your thing, man. Just make sure you lay off the Dutches, though. You know, if you're gonna go that route, there's nothing wrong with a backwood, man. Like, it's the East Coast thing, I get it, but yeah. Or you just, get you some papers. But I digress. I digress. But let's move on into it, man. We need to make sense of this. It's funny because I'm in the DMV right now, but I don't know what my man's over here was thinking. Let me go ahead and get it lined up for y'all real quick because I just want to know, at first glance, when y'all see this, tell me what y'all think is going on here.
I'm gonna answer it. Go ahead, put it up.
Right.
I'm ready.
All right, hold on. Wait for it.
I'm gonna be 1,000% honest too. So put it up, whatever it is. I think I know, but I don't know. I get my hair done tomorrow.
Yeah, man, I had to get rid of my hair, bro. Like,
yeah, I seen you get chopped up. You a whole different person. What's up with you, Cal?
I couldn't do it, bro. Like, one morning, it was the day before we got the keys to the crib. Like, I woke up, I'm like, fam, what am I doing here? Like, I looked at my head and like I was just like, nah, this ain't you, B. Like, I haven't had hair my entire life, but it was something new. I wanted to.
Bro, you had hair in Vegas. Like, I feel like you let your hair go to the same length every time you chopped it off. You did the same thing when you did the same thing.
It was also patience. I got minimal patience when it comes to it too. So yeah, I was just like, fam, I couldn't do it, bro. But here's what I wanted to see what you guys
hold it up. Let me talk.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Woo! Chinese woman got cakes on the low. Might switch up my stance soon. LOL. Boom. When I read that,
I'm gonna leave this up for now, though.
I seen like the responses already, like Ty Lawson, this, that, and third, But I'm gonna clear my mind and I'm gonna read it and don't know nothing else. Chinese women got the case on the low, might switch up. Like in my head, like I would never imagine no Chinese woman to be having the cakes. So at this point, I want to see whatever Chinese woman got the cakes on the low. You feel what I'm saying? Like that is all. Because to me, in my thought process, it's just that's not common. So they got the cakes on the low.
Let's bring the cakes to the hot. Like, this guy funny, man.
Where they do that at?
You're right. Where do so let me make sense of it. Let me put some context to this thing. So my man Ty Lawson, he's actually playing in the CBA. The CBA is the Chinese basketball association.
Is he playing or was?
Oh, was playing. He was.
There we go.
CBA. So my man was playing in CBA, and he made this statement. He got his joint right next to it. Actually, he made this statement on his Instagram story, and I forgot what the exact words were, but it was like detrimental to, you know, he basically violated policies as a CBA athlete. Kicked my man out the CBA. He's done all off of this story, this post to his IG story, and also this one. Let me bring up the other one. I gotta get my tech game right, yo.
Your click game right.
Yeah, my click game.
Oh, I don't even know what that even.
Yeah, that was this guy out here wilding, man. And my man hit us with this joint. Here I go talking like I'm from Philly. I gotta relax, bro. YOLO, I guess. This guy is wild, man. It ain't
so look, let me make it make sense. Let me from this perspective.
Because it ain't even a well thought out IG story post, bro. Like
what?
YOLO, I guess.
If this is what's being performed in front of my guy in whatever atmosphere he's in, I feel like he can.
So you out here? So you just heard me say defend it. You playing defense right now?
Well, you know I love defense. You know that. You know that.
My man out here locking up.
You know that. But he said what he said. He said what he said, and this is what's being performed. If this type of activity wasn't happening, maybe I could make it make sense. But it looks like he's at a strip club or some type of venue where the Chinese women
don't make sense.
Present some type of on the low cakes. Like even
on the low cakes.
Even if they aren't cakes, they're still in an environment where they can present the baby cakes or the cupcakes.
Little Debbie's?
Yeah, like, but it looks like they can sometimes, might possibly, in certain situations, present pound cake.
Might possibly in certain situations. This guy
present some pound cake. And it looks, from what I see, I don't know. But if everybody's walking around, you know, with a whatever, and just doing what they doing, mind their business. Okay, Ty, like, why would you say that? You just maybe out of pocket, but he in a pound cake, cupcake, Debbie cake situation. What you want him to do?
Which he just went in Rome, huh? Went in Rome.
So CBA, make it make sense.
Come on, Ty. Now Ty ain't got no job. Ty got to go. I mean, I feel like he'll end up hooping somewhere in another country, like maybe like Germany or like Croatia or something like that. But now
he had a good time in
he had a good time with the cakes on the low. YOLO, I guess. I hope it was worth it, my brother.
Yeah, was the cakes worth it? I ain't never tasted no cake that was worth it.
That boy, that was or wasn't?
I never tasted no cake that was worth losing my job. In my life.
Yeah, that was worth losing the job. Yeah, no.
I don't even like cake.
Cake is cool. Cake
is cool.
Cake is cool. What's your favorite cake, bro?
Bro, I love me red velvet. Boy,
I wasn't ready for you to say red velvet. I just wasn't. That was just something. It's good. I might slice. I don't need the whole cake. I'm cool with a slice of red velvet, but I'm a carrot cake kind of guy too.
You a carrot cake? Like carrot cake is a holiday cake. You can't you can't favor a carrot cake because it's only coming holiday.
I like a slice of carrot cake, but I also like what's like the traditional joints? Honestly, like
I had a pineapple joint my grandma used to make.
Pineapple. Oh no, pineapple upside down is banging. That's major. Pineapple upside down. I'm tripping. I don't even like pumpkin joint like that. It's the pineapple upside down for me. It's the pineapple to me, B. But yeah, before we get into the game ball though, I just want to let's hit a couple different headlines, a couple different locker room talk situations. So I know you gotta we ain't had pre-pod, so we just was like talking and putting stuff in the chat, like, all right, we doing this, we doing that. But here we are. First up was you catching the NFL games this week? I mean today?
Yeah, I'm actually the Cowboys boy.
Oh man.
Hey, look.
Dak Prescott trying to get paid, bro. Like that's all I
see him throw a couple balls. I was like, that's him. Like, I know football just a little bit more than the average man. Just I'm not the best.
Right.
Just a tad bit.
Talk to him, Futch.
Huh?
I said talk to him. Go ahead, bro. What do you think, my man?
He threw a couple balls. I was like, that's impressive. That was a great ball. That Yeah, he threw like 400. They won a game, came back
Let me pull up the
onside.
stat line real quick. Let me pull up it because I was in the whip. Like I left Philly and I had stopped somewhere else and almost felt like East Philly, but it wasn't. But I made a couple stops. But like I'm literally watching my fantasy and I'm like, fam, what's going on here? All right, so my man Dak ended up finishing with. Let me pull up that stat line. Stat line. Come on, man. Dallas Prescott, 34 for 47, 450 yards, bro. He got 3 touchdowns on himself. That's why he had a 40 piece in fantasy. All right, that makes sense. Like, I'm chilling in the car, and I'm like, all right, my man was in the negatives. Then he had 15. Then he had 8. Then he had 15. Then he had 20. Then he had 30. I'm like, yo, what is going on? And by the time then he won the game. That's how I was like, all right.
We not gonna omit Ezekiel Elliott. When I say he ran Buddy over, and so you didn't see it.
I missed it. Yeah, I got it.
You didn't see it. I guarantee after this podcast, go to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want to. When I say this is like the definition of run, like he ran him over, dude was on his back, and then he like slid backwards on his back. No funny.
Wow. Yeah,
like I couldn't go crazy when he did that. Anyway, I seen that. And for example, right now I got Kansas City playing Los Angeles Chargers 2020. Tyrod did not play today, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't even know he was hurt, bro. Like Tyrod, I feel like he got the injury bug.
He a problem. Like, he a problem for himself, and he making me mad. He went into the game. He went into the game with bruised ribs or whatever the case may be, but like his sternum during pregame, he hurt his sternum, whatever. Boom, the young buck came in from Oregon, threw 2 touchdown passes. They in overtime with Kansas City, bro. Like Tyrod, they in OT with Kansas City. Tyrod, you keep playing. But I can't keep buying jerseys of all these teams, bro. Like, I need you to perform at the level that we know you can perform.
Nah, facts. I'm your plug, though, bro. If you need a jersey, holler at me. Let me know. But
all right, but that's not the point, Calvin.
That's not the point, though. It's not the point.
Make it make sense, Calvin. Make
it make sense, Tyrod. All right? My son is thinking he's Philly, man. What's going on, man? But all right, so boom. What else? I wanted to bring up the Clippers. We'll switch. Are we still on football? So one more thing I want to say about the NFL and my football team, the New York Giants. I'm sick.
It's over. It's a wrap.
It's like a whole new season. Like we got COVID in the way and we still can't catch a W. Like I'm getting tired of Danny. I remember when two-time Danny Jones was out there. To me, he looking like another Eli that can run. Like at this point, he's just an athletic Eli because he's still throwing picks. He's still giving the other team the ball. I'm just like, bro, come on, man. So I say all that to say, y'all ain't gonna hear too much Giants talk here until we start winning. I'm gonna say, the Giants lost again today, and then that'll be that. They lost again, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And Saquon possibly towards ACL.
Bro. That's just not what we need. I think we ain't got much longer for Saquon's like, yo, I'm out. I might be from New York.
I don't have much longer before it's a New York Jets and a Buffalo New York team. That's how much longer I got.
Bro, the Buffalo team is the better team out of all 3 New York teams right now. Like,
and that's a whole fact.
The only team that actually plays in New York is actually good, which is crazy. But
where we at? Basketball Clippers?
Yeah, NBA talk, fam.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the 3-1. That's what we're gonna go back to?
I just want to I just wasn't expecting them to lose. They just lost like a couple days ago? Thursday? I think they lost Thursday.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 days ago. It's bad when you up 3-1 and you arguably across the sports nation and all the sports analysts and NBA analysts and the ESPNs that say the Clippers have the best complete team, and you go up 3-1 against the Denver Nuggets and you lose the series, you lose the semis. It is bad, especially when you got playoff P that don't show up in the playoffs.
Playoff P.
Trash. When you got with that last game that I watched, bro, I when you a playmaker, big players make big plays. Like
yeah.
In big games. Kawhi wasn't hitting, playoff P wasn't hitting. Lou, like I seen so many threes go up.
Everybody was off, B.
And we had this conversation. I'm like, for a good 4 series,
Pandemic P.
Pandemic P. That's funny.
Yeah,
for a good 3 or 4 series, the annoying Pat Bev, and I love that about his game. But my boy locked up for like a good 3, 4.
He did the thing.
He passed it, miss. He get the rebound, miss. Steal the ball, give it to get Pandemic P, miss. Like at a certain point, Clippers disappointed in so many ways. And I feel like when the game that it really, really counted, that's when you really, really got to step up as an athlete and as a dynamic, a superstar. And nobody on that team did. Nobody.
Yeah. No, that game 6 and 7, it was just it was 2 complete different teams, man. But yeah, I don't know what's next for the Clippers. It's funny because like we was like Clippers and Lakers, Western Conference Finals. Now it's looking like, honestly, I'm gonna say Lakers and Nuggets. Wait, it is Lakers and Nuggets. I'm tripping.
It is Lakers and Nuggets.
It is Lakers and Nuggets.
Lakers and Miami.
Yeah, Lakers and Miami is what I'm looking at right now, man. I like Miami out there coming out of the East. So, yeah, man. Game 2 coming on tonight for the Lakers. So we'll see how that go. I'll probably put a little bet up or something. And I'm not calling you to place the bet for me. I'll tell you that much. You good over there, bro.
Good.
But
I got more to do anyway.
Fam, how you feel? How you feel about being locked up for 10 years and then marrying a woman that freed you? Who's more excited, the man that was free or the person who freed you?
Make it make sense real quick.
Let me give you some context. So Maya Moore, WNBA player, she stopped playing basketball for the last 2 years, this season and last season. She took the season off to work on prison reform and freeing wrongfully convicted individuals. So recently, she just not recently, a couple months ago, a gentleman by the name of Jonathan Irons was released. I believe he did 10 years, I want to say, in jail. But he was recently released by the help of Maya Moore. But they was recently on Good Morning America, like late, I want to say like Friday. And they're married now. Like, we didn't know, there was no connection whatsoever prior to, but apparently she met him when she was like 18 years old through the prison ministry and was literally like pen pals for like 10 plus years. So apparently they fell in love with each other on some type of time. And now they're married. She freed my man and now they got married. So react.
I mean, that's what he's supposed to do, huh? Without her, there is no.
There ain't no Jonathan Irons.
Yeah, facts. But from what the story you told me, I feel like there's an underline, there's a backstory to it. Like you don't dive into something deep, and as hard as she did to give up basketball, Maya Moore, bro, give up who to what? And for 2 years and free this man and they get married. To me, it just don't add. Like it don't add up. So it was. He had an agenda the whole time.
I think it was a 10-year relation. I think it was a 10-year, because when you first heard it, because all we heard was because when it first came out, all you heard was Maya Moore frees Jonathan Irons. That's all you heard. That was the only connection we saw. And then some time went by, probably some months. He'd been free for a couple months. And then they just got on Good Morning America and it was like, yo, we're going to continue to fight, but we're going to continue it as a married couple. Everybody was like, huh? Like, what? I feel like a couple people was like, so you just marry anybody that come out now? Like, what's going on? You know, people were confused, genuinely confused, but because Maya Moore has never really, I mean, in my opinion, Maya Moore has been the Jordan of the fact that she's signed by Jordan, but she's been the Jordan in a sense. She got the game of Jordan when it comes to the WNBA. She's just completely unstoppable in certain aspects of her game. So I know Maya Moore, the hooper from UConn to now. So when she quit, I'm like, not quit, but when she took time off, I'm like, the WNBA is going to we're going to miss some really good basketball games because, one, the team that she played for, I don't know if they're all that great without her, truthfully. But two, whatever she's fighting for got to be worth it because Maya Moore can go. So I was like, I support it. And then I was like, damn, my man free. She did whatever she set out to do, mission accomplished. I was like, great. And then, damn, she married. I was like,
let's talk about an innocent man though. If he was in there for 10 years for innocent man, he get that he was in there for 10 years, look from other people frowned upon, but as an innocent man, bro, long story. They put him in there because the way he looked, he was innocent. Ain't nobody fight for him the way they're supposed to. Anybody give him the due process the way he's supposed to. But Maya Moore did. So even though he was in there for 10 years, and Maya Moore, she married a dude that been in jail for 10 years. No, he shouldn't have even been in there for 10 years.
Yeah, it was definitely a wrongful conviction. I don't have all the details as far as what it was for, but no, it says a lot that what I was getting ready to say. I lost my train of thought, but it obviously was surprising for them to be for them to come out and say they were married, but the context behind it was that they literally been in contact for the last 10. The whole time he was in, pretty much. Was when he met her when she was 18. I think he's 40 now. She's 31, maybe. There's the age difference, but nonetheless, it was surprising, but I support it. I'm definitely in supportive of love, all that good stuff. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of wild that you just pulled up with my man got out. But that's dedication though. Like she stopped work. Go get her man up out. Let me go get my man real quick.
Real quick, and let me marry him.
Like WNBA, I'm a chill. Jordan brand, it's cool. Like y'all can still drop the sneakers or put them on hold. I'm gonna go get my man's. So shout out to you, Maya Moore. I low key want to give her a game ball, but we'll pass that on. We'll get a game ball out next though. But yeah, shout out to Maya Moore. And then before we get up, we can get into the game ball, but we gotta shout out our aces too, though, bro.
They are balling.
Not only that, they've racked up the awards this year. So this is year three for the aces. Asia Wilson, obviously, MVP.
Come on
now. We got Bambi, 6th man of the year or 6th woman of the year, back to back. So she on her Lou Wills. I wonder if Lou Wills did that. Y'all could fact check that. Don't fact check me, but I don't even know if Lou Wills got a back to back 6th man. He might. I think Jamal Crawford got it too. I should have had those stats ready, but it is
Barboza. He was my guy.
Leandro Barboza was another one. Yeah, he was a nice little bucket off the bench too. And then we also one last award the Aces got was Dan Padover. He got Executive of the Year. So that's the man that make all the decisions. Yes or no. We want to sign that person. I want to get this person. I want to, So shout out to the whole Aces organization. I'm just proud to have been there at the birth
when it started.
Yeah, man. And
continue stuff. I got a picture with Miss MVP. I'm gonna post it tomorrow.
Word, yeah, me too. I'm on it. But yeah, game ball. Who we giving a game ball to today, man?
I like Deion Sanders, bro. Jackson State, bro. Deion Sanders is one of them. When I started watching football, if y'all didn't know, I'm Futch. My first name is Deion, last name Futch. So when I started watching football, Deion Sanders, he played for the Cowboys. And one thing I watched, it was one joint I watched about Deion. Before the game, I forgot who they was playing. He went over to the coach and said, "Don't kick me the ball. I'm a score."
He said that to the other coach.
To the other coach. I think it was a punt. They punted him the ball. Get what he did? Cribbed it.
He cribbed
it. And he said it before the game. And it's a difference being confident and arrogant. They all say that, but Deion says he knew what he was about. People wasn't really trying him. He out there playing defense, he returning balls, whatever. So when I fell in love with the game of football, Deion Sanders is my guy. So that's why now I'm a Cowboys fan. When I fell in love, he was a Cowboy. And for him to be a head coach at a black school,
that's prime time, baby.
Why he not getting the game ball? Yeah, we need to see what he gonna do when he get there. But why does he not get that? He could have, in my opinion, he could have been to many other schools, any other D2, D1, AA white school. But he had Jackson. So I think Deion deserved it. I didn't see what.
So it may or may. I think it talks about it because it may or may not be a lot for him to go. I'm googling it right now to see if he posts photos with JSU president, athletic director. It says to be named head coach at Jackson State. But we got a comment saying that it's a lot. The chatter in the SWAC group is ridiculous about Deion going to JSU. How though, Tamara? Is it we don't want him there, or is it yeah, we don't want him there? I don't know what other way to describe it, but let us know. But yeah, I didn't see much about him it not being the case. I was seeing reports and whatnot. There's a press conference tomorrow, so we'll tap in and confirm. But I wanted to give y'all the news early, I guess. My man, I will say, like, if I got introduced to Deion, and football, at a young age, if I got introduced to football by Deion Sanders, I could relate and empathize. Like, I get it, because like I hear him talk, and I'm like, y'all got some extra pads?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get in the slot or whatever. I get it. It's something about him, like when it came to that, and I can see how he approached the game of football, what he brought to it. So I don't know much about Dan, I'll tell you that much, but I do know you look good, you feel good, you play good. Like, I take that approach to basketball and anything I do.
And that was Deion.
And I got that, I definitely got that from him. But yeah, I take that approach to pretty much anything I function with, that has my name on it. So yeah, man, shout out to Deion for reportedly being named the head coach at Jackson State. I hope that pushes through and it goes from there. So some are saying they overlooked some worthy coaches. Some are saying he will be. Let me put the comment up. Some saying that he will only be there 1 day a week. Yeah, I don't know.
As a head coach of a college football team, I've been a part of a college.
What if they're even football playing this year?
As a head coach, I've been part of the staff. When you think 1 day a week, I can understand it's just like a play on words or like not specifically 1 day a week, but when it's during football season, when I say part of being part of the football coaching staff, it's 7 days a week. Camp until the last game, and then
you locked in.
Yeah, you lock 7 days though, like not 6, not 5, 7 days. Don't let it be a away game. Oh, you overnight somewhere you ain't even. But then once your last game come and go, you still locked in like 6 days, like 6 long days, because you got to recruit the next class. Like, as a head coach of a college, you got to go out there and get those players to keep your contract valid. You have some piss poor.
It's always work to do.
Your contract is piss poor. Like, yeah, you got 4 years, but you got 2 years to show some growth. You don't show growth in 2 years. Yeah, you done after 2 years. So what I'm saying is, them 7 days a week, football season days, and then you're recruiting right after your last game is a solid 6, because you bringing them to college on Saturday, and you might come in Sunday, you might take the day off, and when your day off at home ain't your day off at home, it got me low key tight a little bit.
So this was the context to it. So it is a 7 day a week situation, but they saying because it's Deion with 10, he got a lot going on. So that's the reason why they're saying he may or may not. I don't know all that he's dabbled into. I know he got a situation with Barstool Sports, but I don't know all that he's doing.
I get what she's saying, but let's see how it unfolds.
Let's see how it goes. I feel like as a coach, you got to be there, man.
You got to disregard them other 10 jobs, like she said, and she's right. He is tapped in. It's a 21st in prime time. It's like it's a segment. 21st in prime, and it's a street like. 21st facing this way, prime time facing. So it's like 21st is dope. It's really crazy. But I get what she's saying. Let's see what he do. As a head coach, I feel like you gotta put all those other things to the side, and you really gotta tap in. If you my head coach and you're not tapped in, it's gonna make me.
You're not you're not gonna feel like my head coach. You may be my head coach on paper, but like if I don't buy in, then I don't know, B. So what else we got? What we pretty much locked down everything. I do want to apologize to the listeners. Yeah, last week I got my houses mixed up. I posted it on my story, and everybody was kind of like, few people was kind of confused. But yeah, I definitely said Eddie House last week, and definitely Daniel House, but nobody said anything to me. But it is what it is, man. I apologize. That's my timeout for the week, man. I'm gonna call a timeout on myself, man. It's Daniel House. Apparently my man Deion already got a house in Mississippi. I guess that's what Jackson, Mississippi, Jackson State. So yeah, man. What else you got, Futch?
I got a story, bro.
All right, man. Let's hear it before we let's go ahead.
Let's cause the halftime segment. Let's tap into this story, right?
All right.
So I'm in a whip, right? I'm in a whip, and of course, I'm a little behind time. So I'm trying to get to I'm leaving an establishment and I got to make a right on the main road. I pull up because I see the cars coming this way. They not a factor. You know what I mean? So let me pull up, but I need to pull up in order to see the cars from my immediate left. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a right. So I'm trying to pull up fast so I can see the car from my immediate left so I can bust this quick right real quick. So I pull up, but it was people walking and they weren't on the curb. They was back a little bit. So I pull up, I look to the left, it was cars right there. I could not make this right. I'm telling you this for a reason. Follow me, people. Listen.
Follow him.
And I see like 4 people walking like from my right to cross the street. So I stopped far enough back they could walk in front of the car. No problem, no harm, no foul. Right? But you could just see some attitude or see some aggression, see something in somebody's face. Boom.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Maybe I messed up, whatever. But you could walk in front of the car still. I was trying to bust it. If no car was coming, I would have left before they even got to where they needed to cross the street. You get what I'm saying? Like they was that far away, but they weren't that close. I'm telling you this for a reason. Now pull up, the car's coming, I can't make my right. So these 4 people walk behind my whip. On like, I hate to assume and I hate to blame people and point fingers. I felt my car do a little bump. I heard a noise. I felt a little movement. Right?
Right.
So I'm looking like I know Buddy didn't just hit my car.
So somebody that walked behind you hit your joint? Buddy? Okay, continue.
A pedestrian, not a car. In my head, I know Buddy did not just hit my car, right?
Right.
So I'm like, when it bumped, I'm like, hold on. So I'm looking, you get the, when somebody start doing this, it's a problem. I'm like, right, so I'm looking out the window and dude looked back at me.
He looked at you like, yeah, I did that.
I'm like, is there something you want to say, sir? He then turned his head and kept on walking down the street.
That's my show.
He turned his head and kept walking down the street. So my point is, as an individual, what makes you feel as though what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this person's vehicle? Look, I didn't see it happen. I'm not for certain, but I feel like everything that transpired over this little 15 seconds, he hit it.
So
go ahead. What makes you think this is acceptable and okay?
You asking me or you asking the question?
It's rhetorical. And the thing is, I felt like he felt as though he was entitled. I hate to say it because I have people in my life that don't look like me, that I love to death, and that took care of me. You get what I'm saying? So when I see people that don't look like me on the street, you don't get the automatic disregard from me. You got to do something.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So these 4 people that were walking and went around a car, and I felt like my car, it did something. And when I looked and he looking at me like he had an attitude, I'm like, sir, do you have something to say? And he kept on moving. Like, what in your right mind felt like you can do? Like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit his car when I go behind it. Like, nah, don't hit my car when you go in front of it.
Right.
So I can see it and know for certain. Don't be so upset and entitled that you went behind it, hit it, and looked at me like, I know you're not going to do nothing.
Yeah, nah. It's we got to put the car in park and have a conversation.
Bro, and when that happened, I'm like,
it depends.
Like, should I not have came up that quick? Should I just waited? Like, whatever. Like, should I be addressing myself at this point? Or at any means necessary, you shouldn't just be going around kicking, hitting, bumping people's cars because you feel a certain way about a situation.
So you feel like it was an intentional situation that he ended up so I guess what's your feeling walking away from that? Like, what did you gather from him And you felt like it was intentional, or it was on some like, yeah. Did you? What was you feeling?
I felt when it was over and done with, he did it because he felt some way.
Because you was in it, you was where you were physically.
Like, like maybe he could cross the street, like, oh, I gotta walk around. I felt he did it as a reaction to what happened.
So he had to do a little bit more work because I get what you're saying. But at the end of the day, he's not a lawmaker. He didn't build that street or that sidewalk. If anything, if we want to get technical, there might be somebody that looked like us that did it, but whatever.
If you want to do that,
if you want to go down that block,
let's not do that because people don't like to do that.
Yeah, but nah, he's just in his feeling. He had to take a couple extra steps. It couldn't have been me. I'd have been like, "Say, fam."
So the thing is, it's like, all right.
Could be me. I'm tripping.
Maybe I was wrong, but maybe I'm not. I'm gonna just put it in perspective. Maybe I was wrong, but because I was wrong, you just go putting your hands in just on other people's stuff. Like you go in a sense vandalizing people's stuff. Like you felt the way. I prefer a conversation. We only got to sit down and talk about it, but you could be like, watch you, whatever, like use your word, but instead you go behind the whip and do what you did and look at me like if I didn't have 2 months on my head, bro.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you got 2 months. Yeah.
If
that part,
if I'm trying, I got to be good for my school.
You got to take care of business. Man. You got to take care of your chicken.
It don't tolerate no mistakes. You see what I'm saying? You see how I use Allison words? My field doesn't allow any mistakes because I deal with who I deal with. But I just felt like, oh, he said I could do this, get away with it, and you ain't gonna do nothing with your little car. Anyway, that's my little halftime. What do you feel about self-care, Calvin? Like how important? Like, how do we tolerate? I feel like self-care is very important in our lives today, not only as us, but like people, period. All people. Like self-care. What is your self-care? Self-care is,
if it took me 31 years to realize what self-care was. 31 years. I'm 31 now. So it's necessary, bro. It's highly necessary, even for men, even for people like me and you who don't get selfish when it comes to taking care of ourselves. Like men just don't do that. Like we don't take care of ourselves, but in the way that self-care speaks to it. Like, self-care can be looked at in different ways, whether it's going to go hoop and not having to worry about anything else, or whether it's like whatever you want to go and do. And, there's no really worry anywhere else is my definition of self-care, taking care of you and recharging your batteries. I think it's highly necessary. Like being a dad, being a father, being a husband, being a manager, a warehouse manager. Like it's so many different hats that I put on. And like, I feel like this year more than ever, I'm feeling the pull of all those different things at the same time. So I get overwhelmed a lot, even down to and then you add, like when we added the podcast onto the plate, I was super excited about it. And then when we got into it, I'm like, this is, it can get a little overwhelming sometimes, just trying to, because you just want to put your best foot forward every single time. But when you got so much different things going on, some things can get sacrificed. But sometimes you got to like drop everything and be like, I got to take care of Cal. I got to take care of Futch. You know what I'm saying? So, like honestly, this trip to Philly was low key like a self-care situation. Real talk. This bike riding is like is very self-care-y, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? Like it's therapeutic, bro. Like it's just relaxing. Like I'm on there listening to like whatever I want to listen to, going as fast as I possibly can or going as slow as I possibly can. But I'm just, I don't be listening to shit. I just be listening to, the sounds of the streets or like people talking or different conversations, or I just be like just zoned out, like thinking about, whatever I got going on. But self-care is very essential, gentlemen. If you're listening, I highly suggest you find those few things that like I'm gonna go and do this for a little bit because I need that recharge, So I don't know what you got, Futch, but I highly suggest you definitely had that self-care in the tank, man. So it's
the past couple, month or so, I just realized I've always spoke self-care. I always felt as though it was important, but this past month, I really had to tap into the self-care because of everything that I'm doing, everything that I got going on, and everything I'm striving for. Like, it takes a little of me to understand me and do my me time and that self-care to take that next step in life, because life comes at you fast. You don't know where you're going, or people that's going to enter it, whatever. But to establish where you are as a whole, and get that, like you said, get that recharge and be able to put your best foot forward at all times. Because as us black men, and you've said many times, I'm good ourselves. We will outgood ourselves to death. So when you have that opportunity to be like, all right, I don't even need to say I'm good. I don't even need to do this. Let me just get a timeout. You know, we talking sports, get a timeout. Let me go over here in my little bubble. Let me just spend some time over here. And when you do that, I feel like it's a definite recharge. When I can recharge my battery and then get back in the game and give everybody, give my teammates, give my coach, get a manager, get a owner, you know what I mean? Get a staff that work in the arena 100%. I'm a better person at that point. So I thought about it, and I'm like, I gotta holler at Cal on the pod about it. But that self-care, I more now than ever, especially when we're at the age that we're at, that self-care is very vital. And you don't understand that as a young adult.
No, you don't. You just think like you just this all-American superstar, and like I can get it done. And you can. You very well can. You got the energy in the body to do it. But you know, now that, and we could very well get everything done here. But at the same time, like we just said, like we want to be able to put our best foot forward at all times. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a little selfish and taking care of yourself. Now, being a little selfish, no, just be selfish sometimes. Sometimes you just got to be selfish.
Sometimes it's okay.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to be selfish and be like, you know what? I'll be back. I'll deal with that later. But yeah, like you said, like I think it was episode 1, bro, maybe even episode 2. It's okay to not be okay sometimes.
It's okay to not be okay.
And then that's where that self-care and that recharge comes in. So, yeah, man, we team self-care over here, bro. Like, I will self-care put P to death. Like, hey, I'm out. Hey, self-care. what was that? Brooklyn? Self-care? Okay.
Self-care.
Pre-COVID, I'm like, yeah, self-care. Well, now P is real big on self-care too. Like, honestly, she probably introduced that to me because, like, she does so much. And then, like, I'd be like, and then us being guys, we like, hey, put that shit back and get back to work. Like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got a game is still going on. Like, you can't say nah right now. Like, wait till the game is over. Mm-hmm. But, you know, just, you know, being in a relationship, being married, like, I learned that, like, you know, like, not everyone moves at the same wavelength or the same accord as you. Like, you know, like, I may be like just now, we was low-key late to the pod because, like, we moving. And I'm like, let me go help her put some stuff in the car, you know. But same time, I'm like, I know I got a show. But it was just like, you know, we gonna get it done, you know, regardless. But it was P who said, like, no, stop for a second and just recognize and just breathe, my nigga. Like, just breathe, you know. So it's essential. It's essential for sure.
It's essential. Self-care is essential.
But man, we done hit our hour already, man. This was great, bro. This was a good game right here. Niggas fill the stat books today, bro. We fill the stat
definitely put the stat books up.
But we got anything else? Because I got some not special, but this joint, the story I'm gonna tell y'all just made my week last week. So before we get up out of here, before I tell that story, I just want to make sure we got everything. Yeah, we hit Bronny, we hit everything. Next month I'll give you guys a little teaser. What's your opinion on self-care, my guy?
I told you.
Oh, I gotta stop drinking, man. Gotta stop drinking. But yeah, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick story. Honestly, I want to give this guy the game ball, but you know, it wasn't sports related, but we'll just do it like that. But my son Johan, he started kindergarten this year. Last week was his first week. Last Tuesday was his first day. And I was home with him. I was fortunate enough to be home with him and go through it with him. And the teacher was a great teacher. they were going over their colors. And so she was like, hey, find something green, find something blue. So find something green, he got up and grabbed like a plant or something that was sitting. I think he might have grabbed this joint right here, truthfully. And then it was like, find something yellow. He grabbed a pencil. And then it was like, find something brown. And so in our immediate vicinity, there was nothing brown around us. So I made it a game. Like, we got up, we took off running. I was like, yo, we got to find something brown. We got to find something brown. Like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And like right after I said that, he took off running. And then he stopped. He took 2 steps, stopped and turned around and looked at me and was like, well, I'm brown, but I think they know that already. So I'm going to go find something else. So at first I was like, wow, my man said I'm brown. Like, that was one of the, I feel like that was the moment when my son realized for the first time that he was black. You probably don't realize that part, but you know, we had this mantra, like, you know, I'm a brown boy. You know, we had this mantra that we teach him about, you know, the color of his skin. So when he stopped and looked at me and was like, well, I'm brown. So, you know, but I think they know that already. I don't know, that joint just kind of stopped me in my tracks and just like, whatever we're doing as a parent is definitely working. But you know, it was an amazing moment, like, that I'll never forget, fam. Like, that joint. Shout out to my guy Joe, bro. He got to get a game ball, low. But I'm gonna just take it for some. He don't want no game ball. He just wants some ice cream. So, but yeah, man, that was what I wanted to share that with you. I ain't telling nobody because I just wanted to wait till Sunday to talk about it. But yeah, man, great stuff right there. But we're gonna get into it. I wanted to touch on a little bit on it this week, but we'll get into it next week. Parents and this virtual learning, like.
Ooh, I got some stuff to talk about.
We gotta do better, yo. Because Ishmael's dad, like, bro, I saw some parents this week that was just different. Oh, my boy just said he loves me, man. He must have heard me talking about him. But shout out to my guy, bro. But yo, these parents,
out of the whole pocket.
Out of the whole pocket. My man was making eggs in his underwear. Ishmael's dad don't know how to use the computer. Yo, he got up like kid literally on the computer just like this. Pop's walking right past him in his skivvies. Just like, what's up, bro? Like, what's going on, man?
Hey, he said, it's my house.
It's my house.
It's my house.
Yeah, man. But yo, parents, let's tighten up the virtual learning etiquette, yo. Let's just make sure that our kids, you know, they got the best experience possible. Yeah, man. But we'll touch. I'm gonna bring back some examples next week. But Ishmael's dad was hilarious. I missed it Thursday, but I got a chance to meet him Tuesday, and he was not with the computer shits, yo. He don't do computers, yo.
Not with the CS.
I can tell that he in a different profession. He got to be in a different profession because and it ain't got computers in there either. They ain't got computers, whatever.
Whatever he be doing.
But yo, yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and get up out of here, yo. Appreciate everybody tapping in. You know, like one little teaser announcement. Next month we got a special month coming up.
Next month we working.
You gonna want to tap in. More announcements, more info coming very, very soon. But yeah, you're gonna want to be here for. You're gonna want to tap in with us every Sunday.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss, especially if you don't do it in this November or December. Just make sure you pull up in October because it's growth. Like we here for that.
If I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't.
Like if I were you.
Only if I was. I would not be anywhere else
here
on either Facebook or YouTube. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, or Vegas time. For those who don't know what Pacific Standard Time is, but Vegas time, Cali time. Tap in, man. Yeah, we got some good.
Press the button.
But yeah, just press the button, man.
Press the button.
But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. This is the Off the Strip Sports Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, follow, show some love. Appreciate y'all. We out. Oh, football tonight. Who y'all got? Seahawks or before we get out of here?
I like when Cam does well. I want Cam to do well.
I'm going with Cam. But we got 2 black quarterbacks tonight too on Sunday Night Football.
Yes, it's hard to choose.
It's a win-win.
I want to win a little bit.
But I'm rolling with. But I also need Metcalf to run it up. So let's go Seahawks.
Hey, but look, the Seahawks, they gonna do what they do anyway, so they can just You know, because Mel gonna watch and she gonna get on us. She gonna get on us.
All right, for sure.
You know what? I just want to see a good game.
Yeah, I just want to see a good game. Yo, you have a good evening as well. Y'all be easy. Yo, we out.
Peace.